Okay, now, hi everyone. I don't know why I've been a little bit nervous to say this particular thing for today, and I welcome each and every one of you to hear again another episode of the Blunt Reality Show. This is a podcast show that is the Blunt Reality Podcast Show. So we're no longer officially no longer answering the Daniela podcast show. We need to take it to the next level, which is our YouTube channel is the show podcast show right now. So now we are live again today, as we said on Sunday, which on the Blunt Reality Podcast Show. I welcome each and every one of you to my show. Good evening to each and every one of you from Nigerian region. I'm a Nigerian and Igbo girl, so good evening from each and every one of you, to each and every one of you. Good evening to everyone. To my friends, to my beautiful subscribers, to my beautiful followers, to my beautiful viewers that keep on constantly watching our views and everything. And you know really well that yes, the blunt reality is having a target for this month for us to hit 100 subscribers this month. I know we can do it with you. Share the live, drop your star point, drop a like on each of our videos, and every day you come online. Just I know each everybody uses YouTube and everything, so share the live. If you are a friend of me, a friend of me, you need to be following my YouTube channel, which is the underscore blunt reality. So we live on the live streaming app, which is Live Me, and also live on our YouTube channel as we start our podcast show today. So tonight I want to talk about something almost everyone experiences in their relationship, but few of us notice until it's already causing damages to our relationship. That is what we're going to be doing tonight. So most relationships don't end because of one big fight or a dramatic mistake. They slowly fade because of a small habit we ignore every day. So before we continue, let me share the live broadcast. Hi, Sam. Welcome to the live podcast show. You're welcome. I officially welcome you today. And give me a minute, guys. We're trying to share the live. Why give each and every one of you a like? Oh, you're subscribing to me. Shout out to you. Subscribe to my channel. I love it when you subscribe to my channel. That shows that you're foreverly rooting for my channel, and I appreciate you. We have a new subscriber. Shout out to you, Knife Boy 211. We see you. Thank you so much for joining. So, we're back on the show after been sharing. So tonight we're having a very spectacular conversation, which is something most people quietly ignore, and it has causes more damages in relationship, and both in marriages, also in every aspect of our life. Hi, shout out to you, Nate. Thank you for joining. So, and what we're going to be talking about is they slowly fade because of the small habits we ignore every day. Thank you so much, Nate, for that wonderful gift. To see you. Thank you so much. And you're welcome to the podcast. So, the little things we stop doing, the conversation we avoid, the appreciation we forget to express, the attention we slowly draw without realizing it. These small habits can quietly create distance, can quietly create distance between two people once felt loved, who once felt very close and passionate in conversation, having a very intense communication with each other. So tonight I'm going to walk you through this subtitled behavior between men and women, would explain how partners often struggles not to misunderstand them and everything, but we're going to be breaking each and every habit, because you know something in this world is that there are some little mistakes, there's some little habits we do unconsciously. We think that they are just natural for us to just do. Maybe we have it subconsciously in our mindset that our partner is meant to understand what we're passing through. But man, you need to communicate. You need to open up and communicate, because nobody, is an island. Everybody is undergoing pressures upon themselves, which from the age of 18 and above, as a man and woman, you should undergo pressure of becoming a better person than your youthful age, pressure of becoming great and everything. So these are things we're gonna be talking about tonight. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna be breaking every bit and bit of it. You know, as the podcast also in time. I see you each and every one of you on the YouTube channel. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Hit on the like button. Don't forget to do that while we continue. So I have like five things, but I think I'm gonna be explaining like three, and then I go down to the most things people are not meant to, how to understand when your partner is in this mood, how to subconsciously, when you are doing this particular thing, when you need to change for some certain things. Okay, we're going to be talking about the first one. The first one is not truly listening when your partner speaks. You know, subconsciously, most of us are, especially women and men, the both genders, we are guilty of this. Maybe one our partner is on the call with us, and this is our subconscious mind is going to be driving, taking different attentions. Most people will feel like, I feel so offended. I've seen somebody like that say, I feel so offended when I'm talking to my partner, and her eyes keep rolling in her house. This is the house you are living in 247. You've been staying in this house. So why would I be talking to you and you're not looking to me? You're not looking at the phone with me. We're far from each other. And this man was lamenting about it because subconsciously the lady doesn't know that her body language is not paying attention to what the man is trying to communicate. She might be listening, but her body language. And bet me, when a man is trying to communicate or a woman is trying to communicate, and your body language, you will be distracted. It will come to you subconsciously, like you don't even know that there's some vital information that will pass to you at that moment, and then you will miss those information. So subconsciously, we do certain things like that, and if it keep reoccurring, you are already creating an emotional distance from your partner trying to communicate to you. If he feels that, oh, each time I want to call this lady or each time I want to call this man, I want us to talk, I want to connection, I want to connect deeply with him, even where he's not around or he's not close, but he's not paying attention to me. I don't feel free to even tell him most things I want to share with him. They're always too busy doing something else, busy distracting themselves. Man, you have 24 hours in a day. Can't you just give your partner 1 hour or 30 minutes of your total attention? I believe all these are little habits we think are minor, but it is not just about walking away from a relationship. It's not about cheating. See, nowadays it's not about cheating. You don't need to catch your partner on the bed. There are little habits of ours that can drive your partner so far away from you. Little do you know, before you realize yourself, he or she is long gone. So, are you a woman and are you a man? And you need to learn some certain things. You need to be conscious of the way you interact with your partners. You need to know that there are some certain small habits. You might say to yourself that I'm the perfect man on this earth, I'm good, I'm a good woman. But see, there are some little habits unconsciously you're not taking note of. Get up, you need to snap it and wake up from it. Say, you need to hold on to your relationship, fight for what you need to fight for. So you don't need to stylishly let some certain things slide away. So everyone, I welcome you again. So let's go to what we're talking about. Not truly listening when your partner speaks to you. Drink some water and breathe. I'm breathing. I am breathing quite all right. This is just me trying to express myself. So one common habit in many relationships is not going fully attention during conversations. A partner may be talking about something important, but the other person is distracted, checking their phones. Breathe. Okay? Drink some water, breathe. See, you're not listening when I'm speaking. I'm actually listening to when you're speaking. You said I should drink some water and breathe. Okay. That is another thing again. When you're talking to your partner, we understand those kind of strategies. So, and but the other person is distracted, checking their phones, watching televisions, or responding to with short, uninterested replies at that moment when you're talking to someone. So at first, it may look harmless, but over the times, it sends messages to that person speaking. To that person, speaking is not being valued or heard. The silent struggle these persons encounter every now and then. Your partner receives this behavior oftentimes not to misunderstand it. They may tell themselves these following things. Okay, maybe he or she is just tired at the moment, or maybe he or she might didn't realize I was serious, or the conversation I was talking about was really serious or intense for us to talk about. Maybe he or she is busy and she was trying to do one or two things. But yes, if a partner keep having this feeling of intense feeling into he or she, having this feeling of maybe she's tired, maybe he doesn't is not in a good mood to communicate with me, maybe he has other things to take care of, or let me just be patient with him. How long more will the person keep saying maybe? There will be a point of time the person is slowly, gradually going to adapt to that lifestyle or that habit of yours. And when the person cannot adapt to it anymore, you tend to see the person withdraw from communication. From withdrawing from communicating with you, the person will totally withdraw the feelings gradually. From there, there will be a total silence. And that total silence will just tell you he or she is not ready for anything, except you bring it up and say, oh, I've noticed it. Oh, I am long gone. I'm no longer interested in it. Because there are some people that will communicate with you and tell you, I'm no longer interested in the relationship anymore. I need to just move on with my life. I can't deal with this, your habits and anything. Some people are properly, they have this proper way of communicating, but the ones that don't know how to communicate, they don't even know how to tell you what you're doing is wrong, what you're doing is hurting them intensely. They will just keep quiet and silently they walk away. And then when they walk away, you start blaming it that all ladies are the same, all guys are the same, all guys do this, all guys are hurtful, they just break your heart, you just leave. See, you need to check yourself, girl. You need to check yourself, man. Maybe there are some little habits you're doing that is driving people away from you. You might not really know. Oh my, oh my, what is it, Nate? So I welcome you, Elisha, on the YouTube channel. Please do well to drop a like and subscribe if you're a new person on the YouTube channel. Do well to click on the subscribe button. Do not forget to do that and drop a like. So as we see continues, if this continues, they slowly begin to feel emotionally ignored. Do you know the highest feeling somebody can feel is when they are emotionally ignored? That alone is something. It can make you think differently. You'll be thinking in diverse way. Things that are not even in existence, things that have not even come up. You could have just, oh my God. Please, Nate, I beg you, Nate, surprise. Please. So things that are not even like you see them, they'll be distracted, thinking differently. Is he preoccupied with somebody else? Is he attracted to someone else? Is she attracted to somebody else? Who is she giving attention to? What's this going on? Like who's taking her mind? Who's taking a whole lot of things, and it might not even be occurring, but the only mistake part of it is they fail to understand there is time for everything. There is time you need to give your partner, even if it's 10 minutes of a proper well attention, even if it's 20 minutes, you need to give all your 20 minutes. Do not be distracted. There is time. You see those business, those unattended messages, you will still attend to it, but at that moment, respect your partner, even if they just want to talk and laugh. Just respect them at that moment. Give them that proper listening for 10 to 15 minutes. And if you need to do something, communicate properly. Okay, let's talk later. I need to do something. You're respecting the person because you don't want to be distracted. It is not that you have to communicate. I need to get to do something. So I will talk to you later. You understand? So You respecting the person because you don't want to get distracted while you are communicating with them. At the same time, like you still want to attend to some certain things which you need to attend if you feel it is important for you to attend to that things. So these are the proper ways for you to communicate with your partner. And this little habit, if they keep coming up every now and then, you keep doing that subconsciously, you think your partner is going to understand. Yes, you're a busy person. So while you are busy, even me myself, I will not even take it as a woman or a man. I'm putting myself in both shoes. While you're busy, I should sit on the phone with you and what? No, hell no. Go treat your big. Go treat what you need to treat. Make the money when you want to make the money. When we have time for us, we'll face each other and communicate, understand properly, be on the right track, like together. Not one person is on the right track, another person. Hey, David Aaron, please do well to share the live and also hit on the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. We have a target to meet. So while we're on that show, so we'll go to the second one, and the second one is forgetting to appreciate the little efforts. This actually is something. You have a very generous partner. I'm doing very well. You have a very generous partner. Your partner always gives you something, and then you now feel that over comfortable. So when the person you already used to, most times we women we do these things subconsciously. You know that our partner is caring, giving. How do you appreciate them? You need to constantly appreciate them because you see men are wired in different way. Men are wired when you start praising a man, hey God, hey, that willpower of a woman, when you start praising them. Thank you so much, Nate. Thank you. I appreciate you for this. When you start praising them, their mind will be like, okay, what if I do something again higher than this thing like I did before? How is she going to praise me? Let me see. They will do something higher than what they gave you the last time. Let them see your reaction to it. How are you going to praise them and everything? And when you praise them more, they go again and say, okay, let me do something like this. But we women, we could be so sentimental that when we give a man little thing and you don't even tell us thank you. Ah, that thank you didn't tell us at that moment. It has ring something to just glue in our head. The last time I gave you something, they might give you something again. You say, the last time I gave you something, you never said thank you to me. Why? And you want me to now give you something again? Such a thing can happen. So endeavor, forgetting to appreciate the little effort your partner does. It is something that can trigger and can kill relationship. You might put this person in a position of thinking they cannot do enough to get you. They are not enough. Like what they've done to you or what they have given you, you look down on it, you don't appreciate it. So let's read more on it. Another small habit that damage relationship is failing to acknowledge every day's effort. Do you have a partner not just by gift? Do you have a partner that helps you do some of your choices like wash your plates, clean the diapers, clean the room, arrange the bed? See, learn how to appreciate them that moment they do some of these things. They're not doing it because they want to, like, they're doing it to be of assistance to lift some bodies from you. Appreciate them at that moment, and then when they do not do it at that moment, it's not for you to have this entitlement back to it that since you started you have to continue like that. No. When you appreciate them, they'll see that this effort of you appreciating them is really, really well. You bet me they will keep doing that thing so that you keep to praise them, give them that appraisal very well. Just like a woman. A woman cooks a very delicious meal. And that meal is so sumptuous, like so delicious. The husband praised and said, oh baby, this meal you did was is so delicious. I love it. Do you know that subconsciously that woman will want to cook that food again? That same procedure she did. She will want to maintain that same procedure. She will not even want to change. She will not want to change that procedure. She was like, my husband likes it the way I did this, and it triggers him. It makes it brought some vibes that I love and everything. She will want to keep doing that, cook that particular meal to bring more smiles to your face. So if a woman could think be wired that way, do you think a man is not gonna be wired that way if you appreciate them the more? If you appreciate them with the little effort. So let's continue. When a partner cooks, supports, financially offers encouragement, or makes sacrifices, hi Jocelyn, those actions may gradually start to feel expected instead of appreciated. So most times we fail to understand that we need to appreciate, not expecting them to do that always. Sometimes when they do these little things, we need to appreciate them. It's your effort. I am seeing the impact. I love it. It's good. So even if your partner tell you that enjoy it while it lasts or anything, you know within you, you can't control, you cannot control the joy inside of you when they do such a thing like that. You cannot just hold it to yourself or hold it so long. You just want to tell them that yes, you appreciate this thing that they did for you. You so much love it. So that is one of the things. So over time, the words thank you, I appreciate you, or that what you did means a lot to me. Thank you for bringing smiles to my face. Thank you for lifting a little weight of burden in my shoulders. Thank you. I appreciate this financial support. I appreciate this emotional support. I acknowledge you as my friend, and you amazing. You brought light into me. You know, these are soft words we can say to our friends, we can say to our spouse, our boyfriend, or our girlfriend. When they do little things, when they make you laugh so much for this week, you can appreciate them. Oh, girl, you've been joy to me this week, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you for doing that. And then you will make her know that okay, you actually love my humorous attitude. Okay, am I hilarious this week? Maybe I need to be more hilarious every day. I need to widen up. Maybe I was a little bit naughty, and okay, maybe I need to be of this behavior because my partner likes it. You got it. So these are things when you don't appreciate, they will feel like their effort is not acknowledged. It will make them go down even wanting to do more. It will make them feel some kind of way that you don't appreciate anything they do. You see it as nothing. You see it as something that is casual. Because some women will be like, it is normal for my man to give me money and everything. Have you been appreciating that man for giving you that thing? Have you know the source of income? And so women will be, some men will be like, it is normal for her to do the house chores. If you are to switch life a day for you to know the house chores a woman undergo in a day, if you are to switch now, let her be the man for a day, let you be the woman, you will get exhausted and drained. So how do you appreciate? There's some things you need to appreciate. So that's what we're talking about. So the silent struggle of not appreciating your partner, this is what is going to go in their head. The partner who is making this effort may try to convince themselves every day that appreciation isn't necessary. This they may think within themselves that appreciation isn't necessary for the fact that she feels that I care. You understand? And maybe they assume that you already care for them. That is why. So why am I going to be giving you? Why would they be expecting constant appreciation? So that is what is within them. But they know that some appreciation lightens the heart and brings smiles to their faces. You understand it? So these are things, and they may they may just be thinking. Most of them will think that maybe they are thinking too much, or they are just in need of it. They should just get used to it. Maybe they just need to get used to it. Each time I gift her, she'll just be like, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. It's done. You understand? So most times some appreciations goes a really long way in smoothing someone's mind and getting to a man's heart too at the same time. So but deep down, the absence of appreciation can make someone feel taken for granted. That is another absence of appreciation. It can make someone feel taken for granted, which slowly weakens emotional connection. So it slowly weakens emotional connections. So number three is using hurtful words during disagreement. When you and your partner is having a disagreement, don't use hurtful words for them. no matter how they trigger you, no matter how they pushed you to say something hurtful, no matter how they pushed you to say something bad to them, please do not use harmful words on them. Because those harmful words, if you keep doing that, if you keep doing that, you might slowly make this person distance his or herself from you. You might slowly, instead of you to be making peace and fixing things, you might slowly end up with a partner who just wants you to just, okay, let's not fight, let's keep it that way. But inside them, they are hot. And the day they're going to explode, you're not going to like it. So, all these things, if you keep using hurtful words among for your spouse or your wife or your husband, your children who is watching you might think that is the usual thing. My mom always does that. My mom always uses it for my dad. They might feel that is usual for them to say. They might feel those words you use are a common thing two partners talk say to each other when they are angry, which is not, because so many people presume things in a different way. So many people received information in a different way with different meanings, because the way your IQ is, the way you think is not the same way with the way another person might be thinking. You might be assuming on the same meaning but different things. Hey Athens, I see you. Welcome to the live show. Thank you so much for joining. To everyone that is joining on Live Me, please do it to share the live, drop some star points while we continue on the small habits people do that kills relationship or kills marriages, as you may see it soon. And we also have a YouTube channel which is going on. We are live also on YouTube channel. Please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is D_blunt reality. And we have a target to meet. We have a target to meet and a target of 100 subscribers before the end of today. If you're new on YouTube, please do well to hit on the subscribe button. I would love you for that. I will always love you, my fan. Do well to hit on the subscribe button and also on the like button. So we continue on the fourth one, spending quality time together. These are small habits, right? These are small things, minor things we think are minor things, but causes havoc in relationship and marriage. When you sit a partner together and ask them, what are the things that make you feel like you fall out of love from your partner and everything, you will see these things, these minor habits you feel are minor. Then you see them coming up from one of the partners. They must mention one of these things, that these are the things she did, I don't really like it and don't sit well with me. And he felt I should understand about all those things, but which I should not. I need him to be open up. I need her to open up to me. I need her to allow me come in and do some certain things. That's most minute. They have a whole lot of them. So, but let's talk about spending less quality time together. This is another habit that weakens relationship and is gradually reducing quality time together. As life become busy with work, responsibilities and routines may rise up. Couples may stop doing the small thing that once strengthened their bond. Relationship might stop doing the smallest thing that once strengthened their bond, like meaningful conversation, shared activities, or simple moments of connections. You know, when you come back as a couple, you married, you have responsibility, your child, you need to cook, you need to do, when you go to your bed, keep that meaningful conversation. Ask your partner, babe, how did today go? Share it among yourself. Do not just go on the bed and you feel exhausted and then you feel exhausted. And the way you feel exhausted, you just go on the bed and lie down. And then in the morning, the two of you physical body arousement, and you are aroused, you need to satisfy yourself as a man and a woman. You need to satisfy that sexual urge and everything, and you just be like, okay, we need to make love and everything. You make love without you people conversating. What happened? What was the activity like? What was it like today? What happened and everything? And you sleep peacefully. Most couples fail to acknowledge this simple thing. They tend to get carried away with responsibility. Yes, it's not easy, but it should not occur constantly for 7 days in a week. Let it not just be the 7 days in a week. You don't even know what is happening. You don't know the activities your husband did, your spouse did. Maybe they did one or two investment or they encounter some challenges. You need to know. You don't need to have it like, okay, my head is ready, I already have a routine check, go to work, do this at this point of time. You need to ask them this thing. You don't need to skip 7 days, even if you are so busy and everything. Let it at least be 4/3. We have 7 days, let it be 4/3. Or you could do 5/2. So it is something else. So the silent struggle partners encounter when this they don't spend quality time together. And if you be spending quality time together and you reduce it, hey, hmm, the person is going to feel it. He or she, anyone that is open to communicate openly, they are free to communicate. They will tell you instantly. I noticed, I observed your sudden distractions of not paying attention to certain things we need to. The person will communicate to you. I observe that you're no longer spending quality time with me. You're already focusing on the children, only the children, children, then you abandon me one side. They will communicate. If it's not the one you are with a partner that don't communicate, silence is their cup. Like they will not tell you anything. They will keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. The day is going to explode from their chest. You will be amazed. And you shouldn't change that behavior before it you should change that behavior before it gets late. So the partner notice the distance the partner who notice the distance may hesitate to complain. They might think, oh, am I overthinking this particular thing, or am I expecting too much from this person? But inside, they might begin to feel lonely. You know the worst thing for you to be in a marriage and you are lonely, or for you to be in a relationship and you are lonely. Then you also say, what's the essence of me being in a relationship? When I'm lonely, I want to talk to my partner. This little quality time we used to spend together. If a day we used to talk to each other like 30 minutes in a day, and then gradually it reduces to 10, now change to chat. I'm lonely in that relationship. You know, she's lonely in that relationship. You get it now. So even while in the relationship, which creates emotionally distance over time, it just create emotionally distance. So these are things that kills love. These are things that kills feelings. These are things that gradually, there are little habits of ours that can drive relationship away. Hey, lonely love, happy Women's Day. Yeah, shout out to each and every woman in the world. Happy Women's Day to all the super women. I didn't even realize it. Hi, twins. You're welcome to the podcast. We see you. Thank you for the share. We appreciate you. And this is our first time of seeing twins. We appreciate you. Lonely love. Thank you so much for that. So, we're going to the fifth habit unconsciously we do that kills relationship. Assuming your partner will always understand you. Why will you be on that assumption? My partner understands that I always have a business day. I always have meetings upon meetings upon meetings upon meetings. And then you don't have time for her. You don't have time for him. Why will you be on that assumption? Have you had this conversation with them to know that, yes, to know what they actually feel and how they feel? Hey, Mama C, welcome to our live podcast show. So, some people develop the habit of expecting their partner to automatically understand their feeling without communication. Is the man a winch? Is the woman a winch for he or she to understand your feeling at the moment without you properly communicating? I just an instance, a woman is undergoing stress of the day or any challenges, or let's use our hormonal imbalance. And then, women's hormones, as we say, changes. How do you expect your partner to know that, okay, at this point of this week, you feel irritated by anything, you don't want to conversate, you want to be alone, you need to just communicate properly. Understand, make them understand that, okay, honey, I observe that you've noticed some of my unkindly behavior this period. For this moment, it's not like I am shutting you out of my life. You still mean the world to me, but I am trying to fix and not to get you pissed by my actions. So please kindly understand me this period of time. Your partner will know that, okay, at this moment you're undergoing some stress. Oh, my partner is undergoing stress. So he or she don't need to add up to that stress. He or she don't need to even nag to you at that moment. He or she don't need. So it is only when a partner, when you finish communicating properly, there are different ways for you to communicate. You don't just communicate and tell the person, I'm not in the mood. No, that's not a proper way to communicate. That is an improper way to communicate with your partner. So you need to communicate properly. So let this person know that, okay, I am actually undergoing stress at the moment. I might not be returning your messages as usual, but believe me, I still have you in mind. But believe me, I am still yours. I'm not going nowhere. So what he or she will be thinking at that moment is, what am I going to do to ease the stress? How am I going to play some certain things? He or she will have to be conscious, like, okay, I don't need to do some certain things to make you angry or to make my partner peace and activate that stress. Because stress has a way of triggering people. Stress can trigger your emotions at a particular moment. You can snap it when you're not meant to snap, something that you're not even meant to get angry on. Within the snap like this, you get mad, you flame up. So if somebody triggers you that way, even after you communicate with your partner, yeah, he or she triggers you that way, hey, even you'll be like, why is this woman not paying attention? Why is this woman not paying attention to my mood? I am not really in this mood. You get peace. You might say something that is unpleasant. You might say something that is harsh on he or she, and then they might feel some way because when you say something, the receiver of that particular words of sentence which you're bringing out from your mouth is gonna be depend on the way the person will interpret that thing or relate to that thing in their head. So if they relate to that thing, in another dimension, see, you need to go and start filling up some wounds that are going to be like, there will be some inner wounds inside that person's mind because they will keep thinking about that until you say sorry, a proper sorry or a proper forgiveness is done within. If not, these are things that can pile up. These are things that can make somebody fall out of love. These are things that can make somebody, you don't even need to communicate and tell the person is over between us. You just walk away. These are things that can make people walk away. These are things that can cause divorce. If you see a partner that have stayed for like 18 years, 17 years, but they divorce, you think the person catch them cheating or anything? There are some small habits they have been enduring. There are some little wounds they have been keeping within themselves. But at this moment, they just want to let go because they've been fighting for it. But consciously, you've not sit down to see that these are the little habits you need to change. But before you realize yourself, it's too late, and the person has walked away. And then when this person walk away, there are some people that even after one person walk away from each other, if they meet another person, instead of them to properly adjust and like go through their processes of their relationship from the beginning to the end, screenshottize it or sync it within their brain and know that, was that actually the fault or was something wrong or did I do something? Most people consciously they will not even know that there are some habits of them that they need to change. They will think it's usual, it's normal. I will take something for instance now. I will use myself as an example. While I was dating, I see it as something usual for me to come back from work and tell my partner that, okay, while I was going to work, somebody gave me a lift, and then the person gave me a lift and requested for my number, paid my bills and everything. I feel subconsciously that it is nothing. since I'm being open to you. But do you know that is wrong? When did I realize that this is wrong? When the relationship has gone down. This is my own life story. When the relationship we both walk away, I did not realize that there are some little habits. I felt I was on the right track because somebody out there is going to feel the same way. Somebody out there is undergoing such experience. I felt I was on the right track, only for me to sit and see. Because if you know this type of person that you want to better what your tomorrow, your yesterday was, I want to fix myself. I need to be better than my tomorrow, yesterday. So I was I had to open up to a conversation. I'll be like, and I asked somebody, a fellow man, how do you perceive this situation? Like, how do you relate with these instances? Like, I explained to the person, when somebody your partner tells you this, how do you see it? What comes into your mind? Do you know that at that moment when I keep telling my partner that thing, he felt I was not ready to be committed in that relationship. I am still open to allow somebody come into my life. I can still be open to give anybody my number. And which is not what he wants. He doesn't want a lady who is open to smile with any man when she goes out on the world. Like, she goes out, you'll be able to put your hands and grab any offer a man could give to you because he can do it. So you see the way men's idea was going. He can do that thing that person is doing for me. And he's far from me. And somebody is close doing that thing, they are wired differently. So I get to know that there are some information we feel is usual, is a normal method for us to just do. We want to communicate with our partner, which we are not meant to communicate with it that way, which we are not meant to go towards that direction. Because when you're in a relationship and your man is committed and you are committed, you don't have any business with this man. You're not doing anything. Do not give them their number. Do not even give your number out. Don't give your number out. If they appreciate you, if they admire you, just keep quiet. Okay, thank you. You look beautiful. Can I offer you? Can I do this for you? This is something your husband can do. This is something your partner can do. This is a bill he can chest with his full chest. He will chest it and even do more. Oh, thank you so much. Don't mention. Please don't worry. I don't need you to do it. My partner has already given me money for it. I appreciate your concern. I appreciate your help. Thank you so much. You can decline. You could decline. Most people will be like, okay, you can do it privately, accept as a woman. Yeah. You want to accept it privately? Yeah. But when it's gonna choke you, to choke you, yeah. So when you observe and you notice that you are keeping secrets for him, you will explain that you have no evidence. So this is how I'm trying to communicate. Assuming. I was assuming at that moment that my partner understands that I have nothing to do with this person. I cannot extend a conversation with this person. I cannot extend a communication with this man who rendered this. This is me communicating with him, my partner. But I was assuming, you understand? I was assuming, but where did my assumption lead to me? My assumption led me to miss a committed relationship. So everyone make mistakes, but you learn from your mistakes. You acknowledge your mistake and you try to fix your mistake. That is on that thing. So that is what I'm trying to come on assuming, assumption. My assumption made me to slowly kill my relationship. My previous relationship, not my recent relationship, please. My previous relationship. So we learn everything. Subconsciously, we do things that we assume our partner should understand. We assume our partner should accept those things. Their partner should just gladly accept it, embrace it the way we are embraced by giving it to them. No, they might not embrace it the way we are giving it to them. There must be reaction, there must be trigger, there will be some emotionally trigger, there may be some emotional reaction towards what you're trying to communicate. So do not go on assumption. Instead of expressing concern, openly. They become quiet, distant, and passive aggressive, believing that the other person should already know what is wrong. I was believing that there was nothing wrong. You should understand why you've been too paranoid, why you've been doing excess. But I don't know that I have created a wound deep inside his heart or inside her heart. But I was assuming that you need to understand that this is me. I am for you, nobody else. See, with the way they are wired, with the way some people think, when you date an overthinker, you need to be extremely careful with the things you communicate with them. Have you dated an overthinker that is a lady? Have you dated an overthinker that is a man? You need to be cautious with what you say to them. Even if your mouth is too open to communicate, to want to be open, no. There are some certain things you don't speak about. Even couples that are 50 years in marriage, do you think they don't have secrets? Do you know why they keep that secret? Because of peace. Because the moment that person will find out some certain things, it's going to be blast. And then you hear your partner say, don't keep secret from me. You hear your partner say, don't keep secrets from me. Don't keep secrets from me. Don't keep secret on me. You understand? So those are the things. So how did they silently struggle? The other partner may feel confused and constantly wonder, did I do something wrong? Why won't they tell me? Oh Jesus, oh Jesus. Did I do something wrong? Why won't they just tell me what is bothering them? This confusion can lead to misunderstanding and tensions that could have been avoided through honest communication. If my partner would have communicated to me that that's it, and gladly enough, they communicated to me. You see how devil can work. Devil can work in diverse way. Gladly enough, they communicate. Some of them will communicate to you, but devil will block your ear to see that angle where they are communicating to. You'll be like, "Ah, yeah, yeah, you're overdoing it, Jerry. Afterward, I mean nothing." And then you ignore it. You know that constantly ignoring some complaints can also kill relationship. They have lots of little habits. When you constantly ignore some complaints, your partner may complain about you, and you do this thing, you ignore it. You do it again, you ignore it. You do another one, you ignore it. It can kill relationship, girl and man. My fellow men and women, men, it can kill relationship. Women, it can even kill relationship. It can kill marriages. You will think you're not good enough. Why is my partner cheating on me? He's not cheating on you because of you're not good enough. You don't give him very well on the bed. You can't cook. You cannot be a mother. His own is no. It might even be a small habit of yours can be what he is still looking for outside. Why is your woman not giving you that? Lastly, how can couples identify and change this habit before it becomes? You don't want to say like when you ask yourself, are we still listening to each other with attention? Listening to each other with attention. When we mean about listening to each other, one like let me say you can do this therapy section on your own, even with your guy, your relationship, your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Every month, you can do 1 day relationship therapy, and you can ask each other, are we really listening to each other with attention, or there's some certain ways I've been reacting to, I've not, you understand? It to make the person know that okay, subconsciously you've been doing some things, and you want to know if you have done 1 or 2 things that is not that is not properly done, or he or she is being hurt by your actions, you understand? So the second question you could ask each other is, do we still appreciate the things we do for each other? Oh God. You need to ask yourself this question. Do you still do you still appreciate the little things we do for each other? The third one for you to ask is, are we speaking to each other with respect even during disagreement? Do we speak with each other with respect even during disagreement? The last question is, are we making time to stay emotionally connected? You can ask each other these questions. You can ask your partner this question to make you know that, okay, are you still in check, or you have not gone astray, you have not been harboring some little silly habits of mine, has not countered the happy moments we spent with each other. Understand? So when couples recognize these habits early and commit to improving them together, the relationship becomes stronger than the relationship becomes stronger rather than weaker. So we're coming to the end of our podcast show, which we have already almost hit 1 hour of the podcast show. So our closing remark to you is, relationship rarely fall apart because of one big moment. Through the little things we stopped doing, the listening, the appreciation, the effort, and the kindness. When couple protect these small habits, they protect the love that brought them together in the first place. So we come to the end of our podcast show, and we'll see you on Thursday, which we have disclosed the amazing conversation we're going to be having on Thursday on our Thursday podcast. If you have missed what we're going to be talking about in this next Thursday podcast on this week, which is the blunt reality, you could go on our YouTube channel and go to the last live, but the last live podcast we had, and search for it and watch it. You can catch us, or you watch it after the end of the live and it's, but do well to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because I believe in each and every one of you. And please, when you notice some certain habits of yours, know that you're not perfect. Know that yes, life brings some certain challenges to you. Be willingly to accept your mistake, acknowledge your mistake, and work on yourself so that the next person or the next phase of life you're going to be encountering, after knowing what you should do right and the things you're not meant to do, is going to enjoy beautiful moments with you. Understand? So I love each and every one of you. I still remember your girl on the live streaming app, which is Live Me, Daniela, and this is come to the end of the Blunt Reality Podcast show. I'll catch you guys again 9 p.m. same time, 9 p.m. and Thursday and Sunday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. That is West African time is 9 p.m. I love you.